Hello, fellow warriors against consensus reality, lovers of truth, wisdom, followers of the esoteric path, slayers of two-faced hypocritical gobshites, lovers of sarcasm and irreverence. No gobshites. What a great way to start the day. So one thing I hate about living here now, they've decided to turn this outside into a thoroughfare. So of course you have all the uptight, snooty, pull up their backside Sydney people who are moving down, going for the early morning little puffy jog with their other little friends, and of course they're having conversations at the top of their fucking voices. Many a early morning, I'm talking 6 a.m, I go close to the window and say, shut the fuck up. But it's a quiet morning now. No torrential rain, which is nice for a change. And watch all these convicts have a huge panic attack over the lawn being longer than they used to. What is it with these people and their perfect green carpet at all times? I'm sorry, but I'm not a slave to my fucking lawn. Yes, I thought it's going to be more of a ranty video today, more than usual, I should say. And I suppose that's what happens when you begin your day with getting your tablet out and going online. You're immediately inundated with human stupidity. So I think I might have to change my tactic there. Might have to grab a book instead. But it is what it is. And it kind of got me thinking about where people's attention is, where people's mind is, where people are going with their focus, like when they just take out a phone or a tablet or whatever it is and they just start to go through YouTube videos and various things online and being inundated by all those different things. And of course, the one thing most people are being inundated lately is this whole Russia versus Ukraine bullshit. I don't care. I'm not living in either Russia or the Ukraine. I don't have family over there, so as brutal as this may sound to some of you, I don't fucking care. It has no direct bearing on myself or any loved ones, so I don't fucking care. Yes, I know that's quite shocking for some of you, and I've already lost a new sub. I was on a in chatting on a excellent Hammerhand live stream, and based on my comments, I got 2 or 3 new subs. But see, they're labouring under the misapprehension that this is a typical MGTOW channel. Until they realise that it's not, and they click unsubscribe. Do me a favour and don't bother subscribing to begin with. Meanwhile, there are channels like Better Bachelor and that other one, working towards male excellence, or whatever the other similar channel is. And the way they tap dance around using words, like they won't use sex or fucking. They would say bedroom fun or effinist. You sound like fucking retards. If I want to say feminist, I'll say feminists. If I want to say retard, I'll say retard. Oh, and by the way, you Americans, no one gives a fuck about your precious N-word. Alright, the rest of the world doesn't give a flying fuck. And I know this may seem shocking to some of you. The rest of the world doesn't give a fuck about your silly Super Bowl either. So let's see, you've got the armour, check. You've got the helmets, check. Where are the fucking swords and shields? Let's make it a real good time. Right? Aye. So, of course, you see online, especially on Facebook these days, where everyone's suddenly putting Ukrainian flags into their fucking profile pictures and showing some support and all this fucking bullshit. Whereas, as I said the other day, where was such wonderful support and mainstream media outcry over the continued Armenian and Hellenic genocides? Where the I read a source where the estimated death toll was anywhere between 3 and 5 million people. Where's our Holocaust Museum? Right? What about the 2 million Serbians in World War II who were killed by the Croatian Catholic Ustashi for the simple sake of them being Serbian and Orthodox? 2 million of them were killed. So you might understand why back in the 90s and so forth, Serbians were pissed off and said never again. So you people who just read the news, that you just mindlessly take it all and have no fucking idea about the background issues. If you want to know about something, do your own fucking research. Just like that loudmouth fathead at the cafe one day. I told you that story many videos ago, where I was at the chessboard, as I do on a nice day, and having my second coffee. I'd never go above 2, by the way. It's quality, not quantity. That's a lesson that you Americans might want to take in. You know, where at least one good thing about this country, there is real cafe culture here. There is real coffee here. Quality, not quantity. But I was sitting there one day minding my business, and along he comes and sits down, and he always likes to strike up conversations about world events and all whatever. And because he, like I said, he is the classic textbook case of a propaganda machine cult member. No thoughts of his own, no originality. He just mindlessly takes it all in and just mindlessly parrots it the next day. Incredible. With full access to one's normal human faculties, and yet a person still chooses to be like that. It's a mystery. It really is. And so he started to talk about that, and of course, me being me, I started to give my 2 cents worth. I remember a day here when they still had 2 cents here, but anyway. So he was kind of shocked and astounded, and and then after that, after I went through my own spiel, he goes, I want sources. What are the actual sources? I go, I've been studying this shit for 30 years. Get off your fucking lazy fat backside and do your own fucking research, you lazy cunt. I got up and walked away. I go, I better walk away here before things really degenerate into unpleasantness. He goes, don't go. Oh. I was ready to punch him. I really was. I'll be brutally honest. I was ready to punch the dopey cunt. That's why I had to walk away. Right? So, people today in alternative spirituality who they wear white and they're vegan and they talk in this kind of puffy tone of voice and, ooh, namaste, love and light. No. They're full of fucking shit. If you're not in touch with your light side and your dark side and they're equally imbalanced, you're full of fucking shite. But that got me thinking where originality of thought is lacking. Common sense is lacking. Common courtesy is lacking. Honor is lacking. Respect is lacking. Self and otherwise. Being replaced by bitchiness, entitlement, huge levels of entitlement, especially in the modern female. Fuck. Yes, bitch, I'm talking about the modern female. Deal with it and keep walking. And just cold-hearted, mean-spirited nastiness for the sake of it. It's absolutely incredible in this day and age. Having thought and regard for another human being just doesn't exist. So, of course, being in the jungle, you learn to fight like you're in the jungle. Because that's the world we're living in now. Oh, and by the way, ladies, you go on and on, you keep mindlessly bleating about chivalry. In days of yore, Y-O-R-E, yeah, I know, the fact that I actually have to fucking spell it out is incredible. Chivalry was actually the code of conduct between fellow knights. It had nothing to do with the way you treated women. Nothing at all whatsoever. That's chivalry. Chivalry was the knight's code of conduct. Had nothing to do with putting a mucousy hole on a pedestal at all. Okay, so let's get that straight. It's like, oh, you want a huge cock and the most gorgeous man in the world, and you want at least 6 figures and this and that, and then they release videos on TikTok complaining how, oh, they're over 30 now and they're approaching mid-30s and they realise, oh, they're going to be alone. Well, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. No man in his right mind would want anything to do with you. And many people have said it before, and I'll say it myself. It's incredible how these modern entitled cunts, they don't deserve to be called women. They really don't. Because they've totally shat upon their own wonderful nature. And it's amazing how these cunts, they demand a traditional husband, right? While not acting like a traditional wife themselves. See how fucking stupid that actually is? You see how hypocritical and fucked that is? And you wonder why an increasing number of men are going their own way. Really? And so many of you guys sort of are so afraid of being called misogynist. Yeah, I fucking hate modern women. I hate them with a passion. I really do. They're not women. They're cunts. They're mindless cunts. Whoring, promiscuous cunts. They're not women. They don't deserve to be called women. So yeah, do I hate those cunts? Yes, I do. They don't deserve my respect. I wouldn't even piss on them if they were on fire. Okay? So yeah. And it's incredible catching public transport. You can well imagine in this day and age in Australia. You can imagine. So I do what I need to do in town, and I go to the bus stop afterwards to catch the bus home. And so I would have missed the buses I catch. They come every 20 minutes, so it's not too bad. But there are times when you miss the other bus by a couple of minutes, so you're there a good 18 minutes waiting for the next one. Literally 1 minute before the next bus comes, a young female comes to the bus stop, waits right there, close to the curb. I see the bus coming from a distance. I get up, I go to the curb, totally ignore her, and I get on first. And I can feel the shock and the horror emanating from her, and I can see the expression on her face. I usually look at them and smirk, because I know most women fucking hate that. My ex hated that with a passion. And it's kind of funny because you've got a mucousy hole between your legs, you get to go on the bus first. No, I'm helping you exercise your hard-earned gender equality. You're welcome, ladies. Out of the kindness of my heart, I'm helping you to exercise your wonderful gender equality, and I'm happy to do it. So many of you guys still simping, and especially if you perceive her as attractive. It's incredible the hoops you guys go to please her, because you think somehow if you're nice to her, she's going to fuck you. No, she's not. She's going to laugh about you behind your back to her girlfriends at the cafe. I know, because I've heard it for like fucking 33 years. So what's needed today is, first of all, disconnecting from all fuckery of all levels. Mainstream media, turn the news off. It does nothing but stress you out and give you unnecessary anxiety. Unless you're actually living in Russia or the Ukraine and have family there, okay, then you can worry. What the fuck are you worrying about? A country you barely know where it is on a map. Then all of a sudden, oh, Ukraine, oh, I don't give a fuck about the Ukraine. Or Russia, or Russian millionaires, billionaires with their fucking yachts, and what happens? I don't give a flying fuck. Now, if that little fucking greasy fucking Turkish leader who says, oh, I'd like to go back to the days of the Ottoman Empire, yeah, try it, see what happens. If they invade the homeland, I'm there killing those fuckers the very next day, without question. Right? That's a whole different story. And by the way, Australians with... Yeah, I'm going to take the piss out of Australians and Americans right now. I can't not. Like I said, there's a... Because this country is so devoid of real culture or any kind of spiritual depth, they have to manufacture a fake replacement. So that over the years they've created this fake religion almost called the whole Anzac spirit, right? Well, of course, it's supposed to be the Australian and New Zealand troops who fought in World War One and subsequent wars, blah 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 blah. Right? Yeah, you know, World War One when they were fighting for Mother England as cannon fodder. Yeah, that war. Fuck's sake. And of course, I think it's, when is it? The 25th of April is Anzac Day, and of course, it's their most sacred day of the year, right? And if I hear that little fucking trumpet piece one more time, I'm going to kill somebody. And of course, Americans with the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, which is their holy of holies, right? It's to them what Jerusalem is to Jews, okay? Meanwhile, I don't give a fuck about either place. My sacred place is the Pass of Thermopylae, where you still have the plaque put there by the Spartans. That's my sacred place, where 300 men were facing thousands upon thousands to prevent them from invading our homeland, and thereby their example inspiring the rest of my ancestors to get off their fighting backsides and defend the country against these fucking greasy, arrogant, hubris-drenched assholes. That's my sacred place, and rightly so. But now's the time to disconnect. Now's the time to realise that you're getting stressed out about things that have no effect directly on you whatsoever. I mean, I'm a poor Hellenic boy living in Australia. What the fuck do I care what Justin Trudeau says? Seriously. Or the US election. What the fuck do I care? There's only one person over there from who I sort of have concern, and this person wants to get the fuck out of there promptly. You know who you are. But too many of you are getting caught up, allowing yourselves to be, your peace of mind to be affected by shit that has no direct effect on you whatsoever. And it's pathetic to watch. It really is. Now's the time to build, as my ancient namesake and my ancient ancestors would say, empire, not real physical empires. The sun never sets on the British Empire. Where's the British Empire? You know what the sun never sets on? an empire of the mind, where thoughts instead of ammunition and armies is king. I think I'll leave it there. I really recommend you people disconnect from all the shit that you allow to infect your peace of mind. It's fucking you up for no reason. Yes, there are benefits for being a lone wolf and a hermit. I just can't stress that enough. It's fucking fantastic. But as always, to speak the truth is a lonely path, and it's also guaranteed to lose you new subs. The sarcastic, irreverent, proudly heathen hammer-wielding lone wolf and hermit on guitar, 8.